And we now cut across to breaking news coming in. Multiple benches of the Delhi High Court have risen early. Court premises has been vacated. This after there was a bomb threat. Now, according to police sources, a mail pertaining to bomb threat that was received. The mail is not specific about the location, but it mentions court. And precautionary measures have been taken as a result. Bomb squad that has already reached the Delhi High Court. In fact, the judges who have vacated the court premises, lawyers have been asked to leave from the court after this bomb threat was sent out, and according to our sources, this was about 40 minutes ago. Let me cut across to Anisha Mathur joining us live with further details of what this threat mentions and what is the situation at the Delhi High Court right now.
At the moment, what I can tell you is that lawyers, litigants and judges have been asked to vacate the Supreme Court premises. The judges' benches rose about 30 minutes ago. This procedure was started. The judges were asked to vacate the courts. Then the lawyers were also asked to evacuate the High Court premises. This is happening in the new block, which is where a lot of the civil matters and some of the criminal matters are also considered by the benches. We are still getting some updates about it. What we do know as of just a few minutes ago is that the High Court judges had called a meeting with the registry, with the police officials, and a bomb squad has been called in. But further than that, this is still a developing situation. I cannot at the moment give any further details. What we can tell our viewers is that an email was received in the Delhi High Court registry which was talking about a bomb threat, which in fact specifically said that the court should be vacated by 2 p.m. because there is because they want to show what will happen by 2 p.m. if the court is not vacated, and that is why immediately after.
I'm having to interrupt you here, but Mr. Nalin Kohli is joining us on the phone line with further details of what had happened at the court. Nalin Kohli, were you present there or have you heard from your colleagues? What is the information you can share with us?
Well, I wasn't present at the Delhi High Court. In fact, I was at the Honorable Supreme Court. I finished my matter and I was planning to go to the High Court when this news came. For my matters then, the benches had got up and we have only that much information as what you're putting out to our viewers. And obviously, it's a high security area. The larger question is that of late in the last year or so, there have been a number of fake threats or hoax threats also in terms of disrupting airlines, in terms of disrupting schools, in terms of trying to disrupt others. The question is, where a message of a threat comes, obviously, the protocol has to be followed. It has to be taken seriously, and it has to be examined to see that the threat is credible or it's a hoax. That brings about a stoppage of work. Now, in the case of the courts, it means that the administration of justice, hundreds of cases are listed on a daily basis before a court in the Delhi High Court. Certainly, each bench is hearing 50 to 60 matters. In that sense, hundreds of cases are adjourned. Litigants obviously suffer. There is everybody has to move out, and rightfully, because the bomb squad or whatever the police needs to do, we need to look at that. And when it turns out to be a hoax, in some cases, as we've seen with the airlines, with schools, that's unfortunate because this is a complete disruption by somebody, non-application of mind at great cost to the public, of great pain and inconvenience to the public. On the other hand, the police has to be on its toes throughout, look at it to see that the threat, whether it is credible or not, because you can't even leave anything to chance. After all, if an advance warning has come, obviously it has to be checked. These are large premises. The bomb squad will come, dog teams will come, everything will be checked. People will have to check, is there an unattended bag? Then, of course, if there is an unattended bag which may or may not be a threat, it would need to be examined with the proper protocol. So it's a very large exercise. So one certainly, as a senior advocate, practicing advocate, I'm concerned about it. The first thought is the safety and security of everyone who's in the High Court. That includes the Honorable Judges, the Chief Justice, the Honorable Judges, the litigants, the lawyers, all of them. We are concerned about them, and we will hope that this is something that is not serious, and we will hope that it is the situation returns to normalcy and there is no untoward incident.
Completely agree with you with everything that you've said, sir. I want to thank you for speaking to India Today. I want to go back to my colleague Anisha, who continues to stay with us on the broadcast. Anisha, the one question that has been on everyone's mind, that this problem has been persisting. Schools, airlines, now even the courts of the country that are facing such threats. So far, thankfully, it has been a hoax threat. And hopefully, this is also nothing serious. But one can't take a chance at that one. Secondly, why is it that we haven't been able to get to the source of where these emails generate from? And how do we possibly fix this so that earlier searches or recoveries can be fast-tracked?
Well, yes, Suesha, you're asking a very, very important question. The point is that our investigation agencies, our security agencies have to look into every threat that comes. Now, even if this threat turns out to be a hoax, still the security establishment must look into all of that. And we do know that the bomb squad is currently at the Delhi High Court. In the last 30 to 40 minutes, the evacuations have happened. All lawyers and litigants have been asked to leave. But you must remember, Suesha, the Delhi High Court has been subjected to a bomb blast back in 2011. And that has left fears and scars in the minds of the lawyers, the judges, even the staff. And it was after the 2011 blasts, where multiple people had even lost their lives, that the court premises were made into a high security zone. At the moment, you cannot enter the High Court premises without being completely checked. You have to go through a security check. Your luggage is also checked. So the question really is, how did anyone even get anything inside, if they got anything inside? But at the moment, Suesha, let's look at the fact that the investigation agencies are investigating. The bomb squad is there. The lawyers and judges have been evacuated.
Oh yes, absolutely. And the focus right now on ensuring that the court is safe. However, what really made it to the contents of that email and whether it was done with a particular motive, we'll get to that at a later point. For the moment, Anisha, thank you for joining us.